I'm a big movie fan. If you didn't know that, now you do. I assume you are into movies too. That's why you're watching me. I'm going to take this time now to talk about movies. Famous movies. Quotes from movies that resonate with us, that we've kept over the years, that you've heard of. Famous movie lines, but that aren't necessarily as good as we think they are. For example, I'll be back. I'll be back, right? It's all in the way he says it. But that, I mean, what's the greatness about that quote? I'll be back. Well, we didn't really miss you that much. Or say, hasta la vista, baby. I could do the accent, I'm a great impersonator, but I'm not going to bother with it because it was so bad. Like, isn't hasta la vista like Spanish? But there's nothing wrong with Spanish. I'm just saying, wow, your big line is hasta la vista, baby. Hasta la vista, baby. Like, I'm going to kill you now? How about that? Something like that could be better. I don't know, anything could be better than that. But let's get off of Terminator. Bond series. Bond. James Bond. Oh, damn. Like, come on now. Like, you said your last name first, and then you paused, and then you're like, James Bond. Like, oh, damn, now I'm horny. Now I want it. I think it's funny, like, that he gets all the women because he says his name in a particular way. Like, if I said Martinson, Aaron Martinson, I mean, did you just get off? Obviously, there are lots of bad lines. Let's get off of James Bond because 007 series, you know, I like the series. I liked Sean Connery the best, and I know we all have our preferences. Roger Moore, and then we had Pierce Brosnan, but we're talking about famous movie quotes, right? So let's get on with it. I want to make sure I get it right. It's, life was like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get. See, I can see why, you know, I don't really see why this line was so popular. Basically, life is unexpected. I think Tom Hanks' character in that movie, he has Angels and Demons out right now, which was horrible, by the way. I mean, it really sucked. Like, the book was 10 times better by Dan Brown. Of course, Dan Brown doesn't know how to write emotionality into, like, between characters. Of course, he's good at telling a whole story. Dan Brown is you know, he's really good at facts and piecing together these. At the same time, though, like, the movie did not do the book justice, in my opinion. I think the critics gave it a C+ on Yahoo because, well, it's Ron Howard, and they probably have a thing with Ron Howard. Oh, it's Ron Howard, we better not give him lower than a C+ kind of thing. Okay, back to the quotes on movies. But I was talking about Box of Chocolates, and that's a okay quote. But it's not a great quote. You agree with me? Huh? Classic, great series. Tons of quotes from it, but the Matrix series, right? We all love the Matrix series. The first movie was clearly the best. And then some people didn't like the second one or third one at all, but I thought it was really good. Both of them, but of course the first one was better. They focused more on the special effects, but whoa. He looks over the edge. Whoa. Morpheus is the first one. Morpheus jumped across the building top, which was awesome. I mean, and he's like, whoa. That's Keanu Reeves' acting ability right there, baby. But I'm not joshing on Keanu. He is a good-looking guy, right? And he's done some surfer movies and stuff like that, where I think that actually is more suited to his acting ability. And he should stick to surfer movies, because when he gets into like a serious genre, well, actually Matrix was perfect for him because he didn't have to act. He was basically an emotionless character, and he was like, whoa. And that was basically his best line in the movie. Old school, away from the Matrix. Let's talk some old school movies like Frankly, My Dear, I Don't Give a Damn. I used to think it was Frankly Scarlet. It's Frankly, My Dear, I Don't Give a Damn. That was a good line. And we all know what movie that is, Casablanca. It's one of those movies. I like old school movies. It really showed Case acting ability. It is what it is. It's okay line. Then we got Toto. a feeling we're not in Kansas anymore. Yes! Wizard of Oz. Wow. Not in Kansas anymore. I have that feeling all the time. Magic Mirror on the Wall. These are famous movies. Who is the fairest one of all? That would be me. Okay. No. But, okay. Let's go on. Let's move on. Me Tarzan, You Jane. Okay, we're getting off the really good movies. But back on Lewis, I think this is the beginning of a beautiful friendship. That's a classic line. And maybe that's Casablanca. I'm getting them all, the old ones, mixed up. You talking to me? You talking to me? Who the hell do you think I'm talking to? Of course I'm talking to you. I'm looking right at you. I don't even know what movie that's from, but I know it's a famous line, so I brought it up. I think that might have been a Clint Eastwood line, but also, go ahead, make my day. That's a good line. Like, I felt the emotion in that line. Go ahead, make my day. Like, I dare you, whatever. But that, I feel that. If there's emotion behind it, not like, whoa. Or, see, I had more emotion than Keanu Reeves did. I think about how bad an actor Keanu Reeves is. But I like Keanu Reeves. He's a likable person. He's been through a lot in his life. If you read a little bit about Keanu, and women seem to respond to Keanu. So, kudos to Keanu Reeves. Elementary, my dear Watson. Elementary. The new Sherlock Holmes, which I'm really stoked about, is going to come out pretty soon with Jude Law as Watson. And of course, what's his name? Got off the whole rehab thing. That's big drug problem. But now he's clean, straight edge, like the guy from Wrestler. His name is, played Iron Man. Good comeback role for him. No, I seriously can't think of his name. And his name is Robert Downey Jr. And he was in The Soloist too, which I was an extra in the way back row when they zoom out, which they didn't even get to the top row where I was playing an extra. Yeah. Robert Downey Jr., Soloist. But I brought all that up because I was talking about Elementary, My Dear Watson, which I don't know if there was another movie. I know it was a book. Sure, he said it in the movie, but it's old school. Elementary, My Dear Watson. I'm sure they're going to have it in the new movie. So I said all that because Elementary, My Dear Watson. Basically everything's so easy, so for Holmes, and he solves the case. He goes elementary. A few lines that are good. Brilliant, Dr. Watson. But Elementary, My Dear Watson, I don't know how great a line that is. And the new movie portrays Holmes as kind of a comedic character, it looked like from the preview, which is cool. I don't know if always trying to be a comedian like Robert Downey Jr. Is going to play him, but that's also the directors say, and I don't know, the writer wrote it as a comedy. You tell me what you think of that line. So I've said a lot of famous movie quotes, famous lines from movies. Okay, that makes sense. Let's finish it up with maybe my favorite of all the ones previously mentioned. That'll do, pig. That'll do. And the reason I like that line so much, the first Babe was a great film. And I don't care what you say if you're hating on Babe 1. Now, on a side note, Babe 2 was the worst movie I have ever seen. It was horrible, sad, depressing. They killed the farmer guy in the first 10 seconds of the film practically. Animals walking around in wheelchairs. Horrible. How do you go from Babe 1 to Babe 2? Who wrote that film deserves to get, like, stabbed in the night or something like that. Not that bad, because no one deserves that. But it was that bad. I would like to say I have a great respect for Keanu Reeves and Robert Downey Jr., but more respect toward Robert. Keanu, if you would simply try to do some more vital films or play a superhero as Robert did, or go back to surfer movies perhaps. But seriously, much love.